Hi everyone, I'm back and I'm back outside. I have a little video here that's going to show you some exercises that are going to work kind of around the glute area and the legs and the core. And these are all very relevant to skating because actually our core, as I've said so many times, is key. It's going to help our posture, and posture is the first thing we think about when we're skating, followed by knee bend and then the extension, but posture first because it gets us balanced over the blade. We're going to look at the glutes because that's actually how we lift our leg in skating. A very common mistake that I see people make is they try to lift their leg by using the back and we get this big arch. So I've just done a video on posture and awareness and I'm sort of continuing with that theme. So I'm going to look at how when we lift our leg, the core's engaged and we focus on the muscles in the bum to do that. Okay, so I've just got a number of a selection of exercises. Some are a little bit trickier than others. So the first one I'm going to show you is very, very simple, and it's just little PKs. I've done these before. So we turn out, we're at like a skating position, and we come through to like a fourth ballet here, so as if we've pushed, okay, and transferred our weight, so our feet are turned out. We're going to engage our core, so ribs in, hips under, and we're just going to lift the back foot, not very high, okay, but focusing on keeping the core very still, not giving into the arch of our back, and just picking the toe and using the muscles in the bum to do that. Okay, I'll do the other side. So this is a really simple exercise. You can do this with like a little stool, so you're up a bit higher and you can start to work it at that additional height, or you can do it as I'm doing it, where you've got nothing to hold you up there. So you're just doing it through your own strength, or you can rest it. Again, we can do that to the front, so we can pick, and again, not lean forward, so we're not giving in to weak abdominals there, but controlling it, and we can do it off the floor. Okay, so this is really simple, and we're just feeling that work. You can do it to the side, turn you out, and again, holding the core and focusing on the hips, staying square, and the muscles in the bum, please, picking that up. So that's a really simple exercise to begin with. We can do a similar thing. Most of these are variations on a theme, so we can do a similar thing in plank. So we're going to do a plank with a nice strong straight back, tuck our hips under, ribs in, and we can just pick our fit up. I'll go a bit forward, pick that fit up. So we're now essentially doing the same thing. We can also tap it side to side, focusing on using the glute muscles to pick that up, and all the while we're getting a little bit of work through the upper body. Again, the same with the foot, just tap it to the side and then tap it side to side, but keeping the core, if I move down, the core stays still so that it's just the bum and the legs working, the glutes and the legs, so that we're learning to lift from the correct place. Okay, so that's, and I'd probably say, start off with 10 on each type, so 10 just to the side and 10 crossing, so you can put it up to 20 to 30, that kind of thing. Same thing with the little PKs, 30 of them, that kind of thing. Eventually, you might want to start at a smaller number. Okay, the next one, we're going to go to our side. Okay, this one's actually a bit of an oblique workout as well. Okay, so we're going to go over to the side. In fact, we'll actually do a tiny oblique, a couple of these candlestick dips. I've done these before. This is just focusing on the turnout, so we're getting the inner thigh and we're supporting through the glute here, but it's largely an oblique workout. I'd probably do 10 drops. You try to go as low as you can and use the core to bring you up and keep supporting through the hip turnout through the glutes. Okay, probably 10 of these to start. I'm not going to show you, keep going through all of them because you can do it in your own time. But hold it strong, keep square. You can start to feel it both through the turn up there. I could probably actually do 10. Okay, and from there, we'll do it, so I'm going to turn this into a little sequence. We're then going to lift that leg up and extend. So the toe is pointed, we've got a long, strong back, and we're going to beat. And here you can really feel it in the glute. 5, 9, 10, 10 beats, 15 beats, whatever it might be. Then bring it forward, face up, 90 degrees to the floor, 90 degrees here. Keep it strong, and then we're going to go forward and back, and again controlling through the bum, through the glute. 4, so we're not giving into our back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and last bit for this, we're going to go in and out for 10. So we tuck the knee in, but we keep the back straight, and you can really feel, you can actually feel it in the supporting glute here. So on this side. 6, knee to chest. So we do get a bit of a crunch, which is working the abs. The obliques are engaged as well. I don't know what number I'm on. 8, stretch out. 9 and 10. And we'll just repeat those to the other side. So we extend out, square up, shoulders up, drop down. Give ourselves a little bit of an oblique workout. Okay, but with that turnout with the focus. So we're supporting our turnout, or half turnout here, from the hips and from the muscles around again, and also your quads. Dip down, come back up with controls. It's like a resistance. So we're getting a nice little ab workout too. Good core workout. Extend up and beat with a pointed toe. I'll just move it forward so you can see. And then we bring it forward and beat with a pointed toe. I'm not in shot, so but you can see what my legs are doing, which is the more important thing. I am leaning to the side, so if I just bring my back myself in shot, we go there, and then it's forward and back. I'm still not fully in shot, but never mind. Try to stay square to the front. I'm just going to move forward so you can see me. The idea is that you can hold it up, that's good. Hold it nice and strong. And then, I forgot that on the other side, but we can do that. And then we tuck in and out, trying to keep this leg up and level. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Come down. Okay, the next one, we're going to go onto our side. Okay, we're going to put the leg in front, our hips are turned out, and we're squaring up to the front. We're just resting on our elbows, and we're just going to lift up the back foot with the pointed toe. Okay, and beat it for 10 to start with, keeping this pushing back. You're going to feel it in the inner thigh and the glute. Okay, we can do that, as I said, with the pointed toe. We can also do it, try it with the flex toe. You get a little bit more in the calf there. And then we're going to cross that behind, and we come up to a side plank, and we do the same thing, but this time with the obliques more engaged. 10 with the pointed toe, 10 with the flex toe, squeezing. You can feel it in the thigh. I'll just quickly do that on the other side. So you can see, so we start off crossed in front, squared up from the floor. So you're feeling it in the side of hips there, keep them square. Pointed toe, and then with the flex toe. And then uncross, lift up, engage the core, square off to the front, beat with the pointed toe, and beat with the flex toe, flex foot. Keep them square, keep them strong and engaged. Okay, last few. There's a reason I film this portrait. We're going to do some rondos, which I've again done before.
So we can do there and at a low level, keeping the core strong. So rondation, good demi rondation, keeping balanced and feeling the rotation in the hips and the glute controlling the leg. Again, not giving in to this. If you're quite confident, you could actually start on the floor so you can just feel it, because you're still getting that engagement as an easier option. And for a harder option, you can go up and do it higher up, again still focusing on the core engaging. You can move it back to front as well, same thing, drop it down, back to front, which of course you can do at a lower height, keeping it being strong, ribs in, hips under, engaging the core so that the legs and the bottom are involved in the lift. Other side, so starting on the floor, then a little bit higher, keeping still and strong. A turn out, and this is working a turn out, as I said, and then high, and drop it through. Ooh, I lost my balance there, and through, and then back to front, low, keeping strong, a little bit higher, and then full height. Focusing on the lift coming through here. The PK exercise we did at the beginning, you can do that at a higher height as well, so a bit more like a grand battement, and again the core staying engaged. I could redo at least 10. I've done some of these exercises before, they're not new in there, but again you can focus on this staying still, glute working, inner thigh engaged. Move the arms if you want, or you can keep them still. And to the back, keeping strong, ribs in, hips under, strong. So it's that's a grand battement almost, rather than a PK. And these are quite nice warm-up exercises as well. These last two I've done, because we're getting turn out, we're getting lift, we're getting core engaged. We're getting line and alignment and posture. So these are good to do before you get on the ice. Perhaps not so much the hard workout ones, they might be later in the day, because you don't want to tire yourself out too much before you skate, because you want to have your energy for skating. These are a good way to engage the body before you skate. And last thing is to actually hold a spiral and feel the rotation in the hip, and feel side, then the foot. Okay, doesn't have to be a full height spiral, but feel the rotation in the hip, feel the bottom supporting the leg, the thigh work. There is an arch in the back, a gentle one, but there is still a lot going on here, okay, that's strong and engaged. And that's a little glute workout. You should stretch it off. You can do it like a variation sit spin. Squat down, so nice squeeze, that way you're working your sit position as well. You might want to hold on for balance though if you're not so strong. Okay, and that way you're going to get the side of the glute face the other way. So as you cross, the foot that's crossed in front, if you push down to 90 you can feel it stretch across the glute there. It's a good way to stretch out because you have worked it quite hard. And you can do a similar thing on the floor. Do the forward stretch, lift up, catch under. So this is cross, one foot's crossed over the other, you're at like a 90-degree angle, making like a number 4, and you can pull it in, and that's also going to stretch your glute in that position. Hold these first for 30 seconds on it. So just again, on your back, cross the foot over, rotate the hip out, lift up, catch from behind the thigh. You can bring that towards you and get a good stretch across the glute. And those are lots of exercises to help you with how you lift your leg when you're on the ice. So we get it done with control, with good posture, good balance, rather than giving into an incorrect movement where you overarch the back, which is quite a common mistake. So things to work on, nice and easy. You can tie some into your into your warm-up before you skate, and do some of them after, and then just be conscious of how you lift it actually on the ice. All right, everyone, bye-bye. Have a good day.